Welcome to Doing Business in Africa, and I hope you enjoyed our previous sessions and our previous season. We've been talking about frameworks. You've seen a particular series on frameworks, and also we've been doing some interviews, and I hope you've been joining us. So in this particular one, I'm talking about a framework called Jobs to be Done. And it's a framework by one Clayton Christensen. He's known as the greatest thinker of the century. For instance, in other jurisdictions, credit cards are quite easy to have. So people's access to finances or financing is quite easier as compared to Africa, where you need to cough up money to buy stuff. The truth is that anybody coming to you as a business is actually looking for a job to be done for them. So the question you need to ask in the jobs to be done is, why are people using this product? So a woman wants to look beautiful, and the hair is one of the core things a woman is ready to spend on, apart from probably her clothes. The hair may be the most expensive part of her apparel or her outfit. Welcome to our podcast. If you're somebody that's hoping to do business, or you are somebody that is interested in scaling your business, this podcast is for you, because we're going to do a lot of unfiltered things. This podcast is going to give you a real insight into how businesses are transformed, how businesses change. This is Doing Business in Ghana. Welcome to Doing Business in Africa, and I hope you enjoyed our previous sessions and our previous season podcast. We've been talking about frameworks. You've seen a particular series on frameworks, and also we've been doing some interviews, and I hope you've been joining us. We would love you to share, like, and also subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. And your feedback and your comments are actually encouraging us to do more. So welcome to Doing Business in Africa with Ebenezer Sarfo Adu. I'm your host. In this particular series, we are talking about frameworks that you can help you know how to do business in Africa. That makes it very easy. We shared concerning the painkillers and vitamins. So one of the things I want to add was that, in another country, what may be a pain may not be a pain in one other country. I think that is what sometimes makes people think that I saw this work somewhere. Why is it not working in Africa? Or why is it not working in another country? The reason being that your pain is not another person's pain. So let me give a clear example of what I'm describing. For instance, in other jurisdictions, credit cards are quite easy to have. So people's access to finances or financing is quite easier as compared to Africa, where you need to cough up money to buy stuff. So if that pain, you don't recognize that in Africa, that's a pain already, and you try to position your product that, once it was working somewhere, but that pain has already been solved in another country. So it's not a pain in probably that country, but in our part of the world, it's a particular pain. So those are some of the things that so most of the frameworks we are sharing is what will help you now embed your product very well in the African context, especially as you understand what is happening in Africa and what the culture is also saying. So in this particular one, I'm talking about a framework called Jobs to be Done. And it's a framework by one Clayton Christensen. He's known as the greatest thinker of the century. He's a very astute business person, and he was a lecturer at Harvard Business School. He passed away some 4 years ago. I'm sure they are showing some of his books that I've read. One of his last books was Prosperity Paradox, and how innovation can lift African nations from poverty. And one of the theories that Clayton propounded was jobs to be done. And in the jobs to be done framework, he spoke about the fact that one of the core things that you consider as a business to profile your customers is in the jobs to be done. Sometimes when people are building businesses, what they forget is that the truth is that anybody coming to you as a business is actually looking for a job to be done for them, like for the painkillers that we actually explained. when the person is coming to you, it's like if the person is coming to your business to buy coffee, there is an intention of the person that I have a job that is difficult for me, and I believe that what you are selling can do it better than the one that I am having. So the jobs to be done framework helps us to discover what jobs are people actually using your product to do. And once you discover the jobs to be done, it will be easier for you to profile the kind of people that need your service. Maybe we'll make it practical. One of the businesses, and as you have already seen, it was the business that we touched concerning the hair business. One of the things we were finding very difficult is that why? So the question you need to ask in the jobs to be done is, why are people using this product? When you have the whys, it will help you understand the jobs that they are trying to use your product to solve. So when we started going into the wig and the hair business, we felt that why are women so enthused about hair? At first, especially African women. I mean, we are doing business in Africa. So a lot of people sometimes feel that the African woman just wants to look foreign. That is why she's using the wig. And that was our thinking also. So we started with our framework, the jobs to be done framework. We started profiling that. What are the jobs that the African woman is actually using? Why is there so much? Even when I was in China with one of the leading hair producers in China, and I also interviewed her, and that's when it started clicking to me that the African woman is not trying to look foreign. No. Every woman wants to look beautiful. And one of the things you should understand is that a woman's like Anna, even I think the Bible talks about the woman's Anna is in their head. So a woman wants to look beautiful, and the hair is one of the core things a woman is ready to spend on, apart from probably her clothes. The hair may be the most expensive part of her apparel or her outfit. So every woman is like that. But the African woman has a challenge where the hair that she has naturally is very some way, especially if she wants to retouch, or even those who want to keep it natural, they can tell you that it takes a long time. It takes a lot of work to keep your hair even in the natural locks because of how, maybe, I don't know if I'm using the kinky way our hair actually is. So we started profiling what are the jobs women are using wigs to do. Then we realized that, for instance, a woman what we realize is some women have even given birth, especially after giving birth, postpartum. They start losing hair. Even after giving birth, they don't have so much time. Today, Accra or most African capitals are cosmopolitan. They actually don't have the time which our mothers used to have to actually go to a salon, spend time, braid, or even wash and cleanse the hair and spend that much time. They want to quickly move and actually be on the run. So the actual thing we saw was that the hair or the wig especially was becoming something that was a go-to for a solution. Like there was a job that the wig was doing for the African woman, and that job was mainly looking at the fact that they need their hair done quickly. They want to look beautiful, and the wig was the fastest thing, because looking at the time and the speed and looking beautiful, the wig was the easiest thing for the woman. It is not that because it's not easy at all to wear a wig. It's very hot in there, but because of the work or the jobs that they wanted to be done, they need speed. They need to look beautiful. So you see a woman in any of the capital cities, whether it's Kinshasa, whether it's Kampala, and is driving to work. She has kids and she's driving to work. And look at that scenario. And what is happening? This woman has babies or has children that they are taking care of. So the children are supposed to be ready, and she gets them ready. She gets them to probably on her way to work. She gets them to school, and she's doing makeup actually on her way to work. This person does not have time. So the jobs that the woman has employed the wig to do is to help her cut short time and still be able to look beautiful. When we started seeing this job, it helped us to profile. Then we understood why a lot of corporate women were the ones that were buying wigs. And that helped us to know which profile of people that when we sell to. So the job to be done actually helps you categorize your customers better than any profile that you think that maybe your customers are between Gen Zs or no. Everybody is looking for a job to be done. So if you are able to categorize clearly what jobs your products are doing, what functional jobs, what emotional jobs, what deeper jobs that your product is doing. Sometimes the job that the person is looking for is an emotional one. It cannot be quantified because the person just wants status. So there are restaurants that run on this status agenda. So it's like if you go to a particular restaurant, it looks like you have arrived. Or if you are seen at a particular place, it seems as if you have arrived. So that's the job that the person is actually coming for the product to do. Once you identify this job, it helps you to profile and even see that actually, for instance, what I talked about, the farm milk example, you remember? It was a job to be done. So people are even buying, for instance, Funhouse is one of my favorite companies in Africa. I mean, those of you in other countries, I don't know if Dan One has Funhouse in your country. But what I'm talking about is, look at Fun Milk or Funhouse, the whole product line that they have. Why do you buy Fun Milk? You think you buy Fun Milk because it is nutritious or you want a nutritious, you can fight it. It is it's not even expensive. Why do you buy Fun Milk? So that's the job you should ask yourself. Because in our part of the world, it's sunny. So on a sunny day, you want something very cold to mince on, whether it's nutritious or not. Actually, it's just ice that you are mincing on and spending your time just mincing on and enjoying and making you feel. It's the same thing with Tampico, hardened Tampico and all that. So knowing this job, Fun Milk has realized that people need this thing even more than water in our part of the world. So you see Funhouse being close to you than even water. At the next joint you hear the pipon. That's another thing we'll be teaching on classical conditioning. So you realize that Fun Milk has identified the job to be done or why people are actually taking their product. So it's not a profile, it's not a demographic per se, it's the jobs that people are looking for it to be done. So if I'm in traffic and I have a very hot day, I want to take Fun Milk. If I'm in the house and I have a very hot day and Charlie, I want something to just mince on, I just take Fun Milk. Then if school children have closed, they want something to mince on. So these are the jobs that they are doing. And when you profile this, you realize that different categories are using Fun Milk or their products for different things. And that's why they are popular and they are actually selling more. So when you get the jobs to be done, that framework helps you to categorize your customers and even helps you to sell more to that same category of people. And it helps you even to shape your product. Once they realize that, they started adding buffalo. I mean, those in Ghana, that's how we call it. I think it's buffalo or something. I mean, we have a lot of these things in Africa, names that we don't know where they came from. But now, because of the job it is doing, like the person working, and now he wants something to mince on, but he needs something to add to it because it is a sweetener. It is nice, but you need something, and I mean, it's like a snack for you. And so now they add more value to the same thing because they now identify the job to be done. So always ask, why are my customers coming to me? What job are they actually hiring this product to do? What is it solving for them? Once you get that job correct, it's one of the things we take our businesses to identify the jobs that their products or their businesses are doing for people. And when you see that job clearly, it helps you realize how many people are like this person and would need that job. And then you can position your product very well. I hope this framework of jobs to be done has been helpful to you. You can like, you can share, and you can actually subscribe to a network. In the next episode, you'll be seeing some interviews with some business people who are doing the work on the ground. Like at Eureka, we are hands-on. We do not just share theories. We've practicalized it, we've used them, and they are actually yielding results. So we'll be sharing some of these frameworks and how it has benefited some of our clients and the people that we are working on. So thank you for tuning in, and see you same time. I nearly said same time next week. I don't know when they will upload this for you, but I mean, I hope you're enjoying us. Your comments are very important to us, and you can always send us a mail to tell us some of the challenges you are having. At Eureka, our job is to help document the African success stories and help businesses transform. Thank you.